What's up, Vinyl Community? Cliff the Vinyl Cheapskate here, coming at you with another Saturday coffee music. Again, I got busy on Friday. The new Lord of the Rings show came out, and I had to watch it. My synopsis is it was okay. It was all right so far. I hope it gets better, but I'm still gonna keep watching. It wasn't terrible, wasn't the best, but still kind of excited to see where it goes. So I'm gonna keep watching. Hopefully I don't get bored. But anyway, got some stuff today. It's pretty much all thrift store stuff this time around because that's all I've really been shopping. And honestly, I've only been to the thrift store twice in the last 2 weeks. And I showed the one haul I got Friday, and this Friday yesterday I went to another thrift store on my way home from work, and I got some more stuff. So not a ton, not as much as last time. It wasn't like a 25 record haul like I had last time, but that's this time still got some good stuff. Let's start off with what we're listening to. This is a friend's project. This is somebody I grew up with. Actually, he's one of the guys that was in it's one of the guys that was in this band, 10 Tons to Kill You, with me in high school. And he started a kind of like a raw black metal, experimental black metal project called Messiahnide. And he sent me his tape that he just released like 2 weeks ago or something. Yeah, this came out 2 weeks ago, and he sent me a tape. Really good stuff, man. It's interesting, very like improvisational feeling. If you like weird black metal, you'll really like it. And it's got a good base of melody, but you could tell it's kind of it's got a melodic bass, like not bass tone, but like the bass of the music is very melodic, but then he just throws these layers of harsh music over top of it. It's really good. Joe's always been a good Joe's the guy that's in the band. He's always been a good musician, and this is really good. Some really good stuff. It also has the drummer from the band This Sucks, who's a friend of mine. I showed their records on here before too, but I'll show them again if I can find them. And you want to watch me go through my 7 inches and try and find this record? Nah, we'll leave it. It's not in order or anything. So, but the band This Sucks, the drummer from that, he's one of the guitarists. I think he's one of the guitarists in here. I think he's one of the guitarists, because there's 2 guitarists, the bass player, and then somebody playing drums. But yeah, really cool. And this started out as his solo project, just him goofing around he's got a music room, him goofing around in a music room, and then it kind of like came into him jamming with friends of his and stuff. So really cool, improvisational sounding. But he wrote a lot of parts, and he's really been trying to compose these really cool stuff. Check this band out if you get a chance, Messiahnide. Now we'll get to the other stuff, because that stuff is not really anything like this at all. But let's go. Got some CDs. These were an interesting find, because I never find stuff like this at the thrift store. Found some Misfits CDs at the thrift store. Found this Collection 2, which is a really good CD. This has been stuck in my car CD player for like 2 or 3 weeks now, so finally changed it out. But yeah, found this in good shape. Sounds good. And I also found this Misfits CD, which it's newer Misfits, and I'm not super excited about that. But what I am excited for is, I thought this was like a two disc set, but it's not. It's not a 2-disc set. See, there's this CD, which is the actual CD for the record, for the case, and then shoved inside of this was the first collection CD. So pretty sweet. So I got old Misfits in with the new Misfits. So I just bought this because I wanted a case for it. It didn't have a case, so I literally just bought the new Misfits. I'm not a big newer Misfits guy. I like the Danzig era stuff. But pretty sweet. Some Misfits CDs at the thrift store. You don't find that very often. And that same day, I got a couple other things that I'm not going to talk about too much. I got some Mars Volta, which I like the Mars Volta. I actually saw at the drive-in in a basement when I was like 13 or 14 years old, one of the first shows I ever went to. Mars Volta was playing a basement show. Or not Mars Volta, at the drive-in, which turned into Mars Volta. So I got a couple Mars Volta CDs. They were $2 each. And I got a Breeders CD, which brings back my 90s brain. And I still kind of dig the Breeders, so bought that. Now for the newest thrift store haul. Went to the thrift store this Friday and I found a bunch of this stuff. Another one that's kind of a guilty pleasure, Blind Melon. Blind Melon was actually a really good band, and this record is really fun to listen to. It's a really nostalgic for me, and I really dig it. But got this. All these were 99 cents. I have this on cassette, but I figured why not get it on CD too. Talking Heads, Stop Making Sense soundtrack. Pretty sweet, also 99 cents. You can see that. Yeah, it came with the booklet. Oh wait, this is the wrong CD in here. Well, I didn't look at it. It said Talking Heads, so I guess I got Little Creatures CD. Not, so I only have one copy of Stop Making Sense. But look at that. I messed up. That's alright. Still Talking Heads. Pretty sweet. Found that out at the same time as me. But I have a disc on cassette, so now I have Little Creatures on CD. That's alright. I also found, I don't know if this is any good, but I just bought it because it was $1. Duran Duran Decade. Because why not? It's $1. And these were cool. This was actually in my car. Found a couple American Blues Legends CDs. So I got Muddy Waters CD, a Joe Williams CD, and T-Bone Walker CD. Pretty sweet. And I did get a couple records on Friday from the thrift store. We'll end with that. But this is a newer one that I'm kind of been a little bit on a kick with Mahavishnu Orchestra. And I found this John McLaughlin. It's, what's that? Shakti with John McLaughlin. So we'll check this out. Shakti's an Indian band. So this should be interesting. It'll be fun to listen to. I don't know anything about this. I never heard it before. But I saw John McLaughlin and I know he's the Mahavishnu Orchestra guy. So I was like, all right, I'll check this out. Pretty sweet. It's in good shape. All these records I got in really good shape. So it's worth having just because they're all in really good shape. Another one I was pretty excited about. Somebody on Instagram suggested I check this record out, and I haven't checked it out yet. And then I was at the thrift store, and this popped up. Wayne Shorter, Native Dance from 1975. So I'll give this a listen probably today. This will probably get put on Instagram as my coffee music, I'm thinking. But pretty cool. Wayne Shorter is a cool jazz guy. One of the founding members of Weather Report. So pretty cool. Wayne Shorter. And here's some nerdy prog stuff. And I picked this up because it was $2. Emerson, Lake and Palmer. It's in like perfect condition though. So I'll listen to this eventually. Some proggy stuff on Coalition. Does it have any kind of sleeve? Nah. Gatefold. Now we're gonna get into some Phil. Some Phil Collins. No jacket required. I got a soft spot for Phil Collins because it's one of my mom's favorites. So, all this harsh rock and metal stuff that I listen to, and then I love me some Phil Collins because my mom loves Phil Collins. I actually have a friend who's like really deep into like, he like loves like hardcore and heavy metal and like hip hop, and he loves Phil Collins. Like, Phil Collins is his thing. He actually got a Phil Collins tattoo on his leg. Like, what's that? Whatever the blue cover, the cover with his face in blue. He got his face just like tattooed in blue right on the back of his leg. Huge too. Pretty ridiculous. But Phil Collins, pretty sweet. And now we're gonna keep moving through with Phil Collins. I mentioned I was on kind of a Genesis kick to the guys on well, it was the kids' solo stream. And I don't think they were like, oh, you're alone with that one. But I guess maybe I am with the punk guys. But picked up a couple Genesis records I didn't have. I picked up Genesis, Selling England by the Pound. These are all 70s stuff. I really only like the 70s stuff. Selling England by the Pound. And these were eBay finds. But these were ones that I lowball bid and won the auction. So I always lowball bid. And then if I don't win, I don't win. And I don't care. I'm the cheapskate for a reason. That's why I called myself the cheapskate. I was trying to pay as little as possible. But I got both of these for about $6 each. And then shipping. So probably about $10 each. They're about $10 to $12 each, I think. But they're in good shape and good records. So Genesis Trespass was another one that I picked up. Gatefold on ABC label. Let's see, ABC label. I don't know if y'all can see those. I do all these on my phone. I'm gonna transition to my son's computer eventually, but I haven't done it yet. But yeah, that's it. Those are my finds this week. It's a quick one. Not, like I said, not a ton coming in right now. These were just like, I like to stop at the thrift stores on Fridays. Usually I find absolutely nothing. This time in the last 2 weeks, I found some good stuff. So I'm going to keep stopping by and seeing what they got. So cheers, everybody. Have a good week.